Hello, beautiful people. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. My name is Allison Wellington, certified dating and relationship coach. And every week, Wednesday, around in the 5 o'clock hour, I do this weekly live Q&A where I take your questions directly from the comments and I answer them all around dating and relationships. Give me un momento so that I can let Instagram land know where they need to be. Join me on YouTube because people don't listen. And I've been doing this live Q&A on Instagram for years, but I realize that the people on YouTube tend to take things more seriously. If I could just be blunt, if I could just be honest, right? And so that's why I have transitioned onto YouTube land. Okay, so we got that. Let me put some captions because if you are like me, you don't listen to stories or reels and you read the captions. So let me add that and we are Liddy. All right, folks. So, again, if you are just joining, Allison Wellington, certified dating and relationship coach. I primarily work with, I sounded very Hispanic just now. I primarily work with busy professional women to teach them how to attract and keep the husbands that they deserve. I've been doing this work for 5 years as I guess, as a degree holder, a master's degree holder in mental health counseling. But actually, more importantly than that, I was where many of you have been and where you are right now. I was, before I met my amazing husband, I was in a relationship with a gentleman for 4 years that had absolutely no growth, no development, no next steps. Nice guy, nice man. No growth, no development, no next steps. This is from 26 to 30. These are some good years, right? And so there's no engagement, there's no wedding, there's no house, there's no marriage, there's no savings account, there's no next steps. And so I ended that relationship after the 4-year mark. And I immediately got back into the dating scene because time is of the essence. And what we're not going to do is we're not going to allow a relationship that did not work and did waste our time. And I put waste time in big quotation marks because obviously there are opportunities to learn and grow and blah, 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 blah. But still, time is ticking regardless to the lesson, right? I didn't waste my time in college, but time was still ticking regardless. We're not going to do that. So I jumped right back into the dating scene. And literally, the first guy that I met became my husband, Andrew Wellington. We have 2 beautiful little girls, and we are living it up here in Brooklyn, New York. Nonetheless, enough about me and more about you. This is our weekly Q&A where I take your questions directly from the comments. So please go ahead, drop whatever questions you have around dating, around relationships right into the chat so that I can address them, so that I can help you, so that we can get through to the next level of getting you into the best relationship of your life. While we are waiting for people to ask their questions around dating and relationships, quick PSA. I am hosting my yearly international beach retreat next year, which is March 28th through April the 1st, 2026 in the beautiful island of St. Maarten. Okay, we're going to be staying at the Sonesta Ocean View, I want to say it's called, is the adult side, right? Because I'm a mama. I love the kids, but not when I'm on vacation, right? Unless it's a family vacation. So all that being said, there are 2 rooms left. I'm going to go ahead and drop the linky in the chat as well. Hello, Camille. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I'm going to go ahead and drop that in the chat as well. Camille, you need to be on our retreat, Ready, Set, Love. So the Ready, Set, Love retreat, this will be my 4th. We did Jamaica, we did Costa Rica, we did Tulum, and then now we are going to St. Maarten. So next year will be the 4th annual, and y'all need to be there. At this retreat, we are going to be learning how to grow, how to develop, how to level up with like-minded women. And it doesn't matter where you are in your relationship, right? It doesn't matter if you are single as a dollar bill or you are married as all get out. We all need to work on how to show up as our best selves in our romantic life. All of us, right? And so please, I want you, Camille, and I want everyone who can hear my voice to come out to the Ready, Set, Love retreat, St. Maarten. Okay, we have a question. Thank you, Alicia. I hope it's Alicia or Alicia. I love you. Forgive me. So Miss White asks, how do you determine the right dating app for you? How do you determine the right dating app for you? That is an excellent question. And so, number one, dating apps are a numbers game. You have to be on an app that actually has millions of profiles on there. The only caveat is that if you lead a life and a lifestyle that is so niche that you absolutely have to be on a niche app. For example, Farmers Only, right? Like, you don't need millions of people on Farmers Only because it's such a niche app and that lifestyle is so specific. I understand why you would only want to date farmers, because they're few and far between, and that lifestyle is so drastically different from the masses, right? J-Date, which is an app specifically for Jewish people, right? Like, if that's your case, then fine. For 95% of the rest of us, you need to be on the most popular apps. We need profiles in the millions. Why? Because by default, millions of people will be inappropriate matches. So we need the numbers to be up. Half of the people on the apps are going to be a sex that you probably are not interested in, right? So assuming that you are heterosexual, half of the people on there are going to be women. That means they're an inappropriate match. Number two, so now let's say there were 2 million. Now we're down to 1 million. Then we're going to have half of the guys who are even there or more are not even going to be in your region. Now we're down to 500,000. From there, half of them are going to be either way too young for you or way too old for you. Now we're at 250,000. Then we're going to do half of that, which are not even attractive. So we didn't even get to the non-negotiables. What are the behaviors and traits that you're looking for in a partner for him to be suitable for you? We just went on their actual sex, their gender, their location, right? And we've already diminished the number so significantly. So you need to be on the most popular apps in your region. I have a free dating app ebook that I am going to link, and I always do under every video, so you don't even have to wait for me to publish this one. It's going to be linked in the description, and I will try my best tonight to put it actually in the comments and pin it. You're going to download that ebook. If you are in the United States of America, it's going to break down for you by region in the US which dating apps are the best for you. Number one, with the number, the sheer number. This is a numbers game. Number two, deciding which apps are best for you. I am a big proponent of Bumble across the country. And the reason why I'm such a big proponent and believer in Bumble is simply because, as many of you may or may not know, how Bumble functions as the CEO being a woman, how she has it function is that men cannot initially reach out to you. The user, the woman, is the one who does the initial outreach, and then gentlemen can respond, and then the interaction will flow or not accordingly. Now, there might be some women who say, well, Allison, I don't want to make the initial outreach. And they'll tell me a couple of reasons, which are all foolishness. And I'm going to tell you why. Well, I don't want to take the lead. You think that by saying hello in life is what's going to establish what your romantic life looks like with this partner for the rest of your life? Think about this logically. Because you said, hi, my name is Allison. It's nice to meet you. Send. That is then going to change the behavior of this man and how he functions with you for the rest of y'all life together, if y'all have a life together. Someone who is a leader has been a leader since first grade, since pre-K, since daycare. They're the ones who were bossing the little kids around in the classroom. They want to be the assistant teacher. They were the line leader. They were the captain of the Glee Club. They were the co-captain. They were the quarterback of their football team. They were a supervisor. They were the authority. They've been a boss. They've been a leader. Because you sent a message that said, hi, hello, nice to meet you, that is not going to undo who he is as a person. So this idea of I don't want to send the initial message because I'm establishing myself as the authority is ridiculous. Okay, so I'm a big fan of Bumble because it allows you as the woman to take control as to who even gets to reach out to you. I need y'all to be for real. Y'all know that there are some people on these apps that you would not allow touch you with a 10-foot pole. They got tattoos all on their face, and this is no shade to the people who do. audience of women that I coach are busy professional women who don't tend to date men who have tear tattoos on their face, indicative of a criminal behavior and activity. Okay. These men on these apps, some of them, they got the brick of money to their ear. That doesn't tend to be the type of guys that my client dates, right? Therefore, wouldn't it be in your best interest to be put in a position where these people can't even outreach to you? There's something called dating fatigue. It's when people get overwhelmed with the process of dating, right? Now, before you start giving yourself titles, you have to actually be dating in order to get that. You have to actually be dating in order to get dating fatigue. But it's a real thing for those who are out there and they keep meeting the wrong people. They keep having unfavorable experiences, right? And then therefore they get overwhelmed and they stop. So let's mitigate that by reducing our matches. Now, a reduction of your matches sometimes is an ego trip for some of y'all, because we like to open the app and see that we have 99 matches and 99 messages. And then it's full of people who are inappropriate matches. I don't believe in piss and poop and trash in the scene. I believe in inappropriate matches. This person is just not a great match for me. The guy with the tattoo on his face and the brick of money next to his ear is an amazing match for somebody else, not me, right? Presumably, if you're in my audience, not you. And so Bumble is an amazing tool to use to mitigate the amount of inappropriate matches who are even outreaching to you in the first place. But again, depending on where you are regionally, that's going to have an impact on which apps are the best for you. I am going to put the link in the description here. I'm going to put the link in the comments here for my free ebook. You put in your name, your email, your phone number, you download it, and it will give you by region in the US which dating apps are the best for you. So I hope that answered your question, Miss White. Okay. So Camille says, I have an update on the future. So should I wait until I move to get more serious or test the waters in my local area? Okay. Should I wait until I move to get more serious or test the waters in my local area? So I think that would depend on how quickly you're moving. So generally speaking, I would like for you to get serious about your love life as soon as possible. That's my general advice to anybody. I would advise anyone to get serious about anything that they are serious about immediately. You're serious about your weight loss. You're not going to, let me wait till after the holidays. No, you start now. The holidays, you might go up a pound or two. You mitigate it. You hire a trainer. You do what you got to do. You have some restraint, and then you keep moving. Anything that you want to do, go back to school. Do it now. You don't have to wait till, you got to wait for the semester, but you get my point. Let me wait till next semester. No, you could apply now, go to Bursar now, go to registrar now. So my general advice for anyone who's serious about shifting anything in their life is to do it now. Now, in this particular case, and I've had other instances like this, especially for my military ladies, especially for my ladies who are in law, like they'll get offers across the country and around the world to practice elsewhere. My advice is wherever you're going to be living for a year or more, that's where you get serious. So if you have another year here, Camille, let's get serious here. Because in a year, your entire romantic life can absolutely shift. You can go from single to healthily married in a year. If you're going to be here for less than a year and you're going to be there for more than a year, so let's say you're moving in 6 months and you're going to be there for 18 months, then you get serious there. Now, this is the last caveat, and then I got to go, y'all. My husband's got to go get the babies from daycare and all the things. If you have less than a year anywhere, so you got 6 months here, you got 6 months there, you don't know where you're going next, and you are prioritizing your love life, you actually need to prioritize that love life. Meaning, might have another conversation about where your career is going. I would never tell anyone to give up their career for the chance of love. So it needs to make sense. I would never tell anyone to move for the chance of love. It needs to make sense. If there's something else you've always been interested in doing, if there is a city that you've always been interested in living in regardless, and where you live is problematic for your dating life, then we need to revisit some other options. hopping on Indeed, speaking to some recruiters will not break you, will not destroy your career. You can have a conversation. All right. All right, beautiful people. I got to run. I hope that that was helpful, Camille. I will be back next Wednesday in the 5 o'clock hour for our weekly live Q&A. If you want to receive an alert as to when I am going to go live, there are a couple of things you can do. Number one, you can subscribe, which is what you should do if I've offered you value. However, you would only get it in the moment, and I'm kind of in and out, as y'all see. It would be in your best interest for you to join my VIP list. I'm going to put the link in the description as well as in the comments so that you can click it. You put your name, your email, your phone number, and I will text and or email you about 10 minutes before I go live so you can catch it. And worst case scenario, you'll get the replay. But I absolutely have to go. I love you guys, and I will see you next Wednesday in the 5 p.m. Eastern hour for our weekly live Q&A. Bye-bye.